Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
Ember.
Oh, Ember.
Miss Ember.
Oh, great, Ember. Tell me what I'm doing.
Appreciate you, Ember.
Love Ember. She's great.
Bottom of the barrel Ember bullshit.
Oh my God, Ember.
Ember.
We love you, Ember.
You rock at that, Ember.
Ember is the queen.
We're neighbors, Ember.
I see you, Ember.
Hey, Ember is hot.
Hello, everyone. What is this, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, probably. Praise Odin. Something like that. That's what heathens do, right? Praise Odin and all the... It's fine.
Something like that.
Welcome. We're doing the thing. We're joined by both Lil and Kelly.
I know it's been a minute.
Oh my God.
And I feel some kind of way because I'm like, I've said positive things about you while I'm not in the video. Lil either.
I'm in there.
So we get
you're in there?
I'm in there for like half a second.
I see how things are now.
I almost wore that shirt though. I almost grabbed it, and I was just like, "No, I'm feeling black today."
Let me floss that I do have a shirt now.
Because I'm wearing merch from the original version of the Ember store.
Oh, that's cool. I like that shirt.
It says, "Kiss me, I'm Firish," because Ember. I was trying to start out this morning.
I am wearing the same shirt I wore on my first job in Jugs, though. Let the shenanigans begin.
I actually have that shirt, but I wait until St. Patrick's to wear it.
I wear my St. Patrick's Day shirts all year round. I love them, so it's my second favorite holiday.
Well,
I have like
then
5 or
we're
6
all
Irish.
coincidentally wearing semi-related merch. It's just weird that way. So I was trying to figure out what to wear today because I wanted to be on theme. We're doing ancient espionage, the first spies. We're doing deep history this week. Tomorrow, Dr. Kip will be joining us to go over the first laws. And then on Friday, we're going back to the most ancient temple. So lots of very, very old shit coming up. But I wanted to do spies. So I'm like, what can I wear that's like spy-ish? And Lil's like, t-shirts are nondescript. Wear a black t-shirt. And I'm like, well, I can wear a black t-shirt, I suppose.
That's what I did.
So yay, we're all secret agents. No one will notice the giant rainbows all over my hat. Ooh, I should wear my hat like this.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Wearing a hat like this, especially once they're past their teen years, no one takes them seriously.
No. No, they don't.
I like your hat though. And I got all the cool buttons on there. See, that's old school because we used to do that when I was a kid, put all the buttons on our hats and stuff.
Hell yeah. I've got a jean jacket too, but I haven't.
Oh, you about to really bring us back to the 80s.
Yeah, well, I want to put patches and shit on it, but it is way too big because it fit past Ember. And so it's like giant on me now, you know? And so I'm like, I either need a smaller one or I need to make adjustments. I actually designed a contraption for adjustment. You know what? None of this is important. We're tangenting already. I know. People come here for tangents. That's hence the shirt.
We're here for the tangents.
Ain't that what we supposed to do?
Thank you, Sapphire. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Yes. You need to have that onto your thing too. Epiphany style.
For realsies. Oh, goodness. All right. So those of you who joined me last night for the special episode on my day 700, for those of you who didn't join, I expressed that I have a whole bunch of plushies and people want to see them. And so it's going to be a running super chat goal for a while. If we meet the goal, I'm going to show off whichever plushie I have prepared for the day. And if we don't, then c'est la vie. But, you know, Helen says, Ember, if you wear your hat like that, all the research you did is invalid. I don't make the rules. You're probably not wrong, but the good news is no one's paying attention to my research anyway. Like, I'm still arguing with semi-literate believers about the fact that light waves can be conceptualized in an electromagnetic model with perpendicular fields as two half particles orbiting each other. They're like, I don't understand a word you just said. It's pretty fun, but we're not here to do science today. Well, I mean, sort of. History is somewhat scientific. Interesting thing about history, it's technically a pseudoscience because you can't observe it over again. You can't repeat observations.
Don't be mean to history. Don't.
Well, you know, when we did the internal family model of psychology, I got into it from the person is actually a physics person, but she's kind of into psychology. So she spoke to some psychologist friends and they were like, well, technically most of modern psychology is a pseudoscience. I'm like, see, I didn't even claim that. So yeah, we work with what we've got. Yeah. Say lovey. Tommy's here. Tommy will be on at 8 p.m. Eastern time later tonight over on the channel with the same name as this handle.
Okay.
He says old shit like Dr. Kip. That's right. We're going to unearth Dr. Kip, who, as all the world knows, has not only written no books, but in fact is a grandpa. Now, I really can't complain because technically I could be a grandma if my kids had been a little more.
I mean, I'm technically a grandma. And I've written no books either.
I'm a grandma. I'm a grandma. So.
I know. it really changes your perspective, because when you're little, you're like, grandmas are old people, you know? I mean, grandmas are so old that half the time grandpas are already dead by the time you show up. But really, they're not that old.
I mean, I had a friend.
I was 37. 37.
Well, her mom was like 15, 16 when she had her. And she was the same age when she had her first child. So her mom was like they both were in the early 30s as grandmas. And she was like 45. So I was the same age as she was being a grandma. She was being a great grandma. Crazy.
Hell yeah. I mean, I had kids young on the working theory that the younger I was, the greater the odds I would see great grandkids and so on and so forth. It hasn't been going according to plan. It's actually a terrible idea. Don't do that. Be financially responsible. You're going to have a much easier life if you do. But yeah, I digress. Again, on the note of Helen, first of all, do be good subs. Say yes, mommy. But also do all the other things. I appreciate you, Helen. But many of you may recall last fall, Helen helped produce a fundraiser for me because I've been in financial trouble for a while. And I still am, but Helen's been having trouble. Medical stuff and job stuff and other stuff. So if you have the ability, do head over to wrong page. The help page on the website, betterthanember.com. Go to the help page. Helen has a fundraiser, and I'll just grab the link for it and put it in chat. But if you lose track of it, you can find it on the website, because that's what that page is for, is so you can find the fundraisers of our friends and things. But if you can help out Helen, there's the link. Please do. We're trying to and spread the word about that as well. Like, whether you can help or not, don't make it just you. Spread it elsewhere. Share it with other people, because as I'm constantly preaching about, sharing is the only way to get things in front of other people. So please do share.
And she's always helping everybody else in the community. So always looks out for other people. So we need to step up and help her, because she is a fighting force in this community, and she's so important.
It's true. She tries so hard, and it bugs me sometimes, because sometimes the people who go as far above and beyond as they possibly can don't really get a lot of recognition. You know, like Helen's had her channel for like a year and a little bit more, and
still not
people watch her, people join her, people have subscribed, but like it's not anywhere near where it should be for someone so involved in the community, you know? It's almost like I don't know.
I've said that plenty of times. Why are you not monetized? There's no way. And she has good content.
Very good content.
Like lots and lots of conversations, and I'll get all fired up as I do. All right, my head is bugging me. It's blocking one eyeball. All right, on to our actual topic for today. We're discussing ancient spies and espionage. So let's start with, what the hell are we actually talking about? Now, I do have some videos for us to play with today, because I realize a lot of people aren't enjoying the whole let's just talk about history. I try to make it interesting, but apparently I have a little bit of that college professor vibe going on, and it comes off as a lecture. So we do a lot better, I think, when we're engaging with material instead of just preaching about it, I suppose. Like a, professor of scientism, an apologist for objective reality. Oh, crap. But first, let's start with a description. of what we're talking about. So this is from the wiki page on the history of espionage. Early history. Now, I wanted to start higher up because here's a Cold War tunnel. And this is, first of all, it's wild that this tunnel is like above ground, but okay. But it's a spy tunnel from Berlin. I guess this would be a tunnel that goes under the Berlin Wall or something. And it's like full of supplies and other weird shit. They wanted to show it off because it like goes through one of the checkpoints. Spies used it. Ostensibly, spies going in both directions, I guess. I don't know. But that's one of the most infamous time for spies was going through divided Germany to see what the Soviets are up to, or vice versa. A lot of what was happening at that time was happening in Germany. And it's really, really wild how, the West thought their intelligence superstructure was far superior to the Russians, when the Russians had more bases in West Germany than the Allies did. Like, every third house, it seemed like, had a Russian agent living in it. I exaggerate, but not by much. So the Cold War was kind of like the time for spying, but it was not a new thing. It was just the latest instance to catch the imagination. Obviously, it's been going on as long as there have been nations, and it's been going on in other ways, like the Rosenbergs, for example. That was a big thing, giving the nuclear technology to the Russians. It's not cloak and dagger, microfilm of an ambassador's notebook or something. It's just straight up taking schematics and giving them to people who would use them against you. And that's a bad time for everybody. But the early history goes back quite a bit further. And the article starts by saying, efforts to use espionage for military advantage are well documented throughout history. Sun Tzu, in the 4th century BCE, a theorist in ancient China who influenced Asian military thinking, still has an audience in the 21st century for the art of war. And translations vary in quality, as they do with a lot of translations. You'll see a lot of self-help books quote from the art of war, but they're very cherry pick flavored. Some of the stuff is useful. Some of it, the people quoting it don't really understand, but there is some useful stuff in there. A lot of people think it's about war, and it is. But even the quotes that are famous speak to the psychological nature of war. And a big part of that is knowing what your enemy is going to do before they do it. And that involves using spies. So there's that. I mean, you could do it through like smelling magical herbs and getting visions from the mystical spirits that guide your way, or you could use spies.
That's the way I always do it, though.
I would say spies will be a better bet.
It seems wise. Also, I enjoy that on the side here, it says a series on the intelligence field and intelligence generally. And it shows the little cloak and dagger spy dude. And then phases of intelligence, hidden. Framework, hidden. Areas of intelligence, hidden. Like the whole thing. You have to click on a separate button to go explore because it doesn't show it. I'm easily amused, but it's thematically valid. So Sun Tzu writes, one who knows the enemy and knows himself will not be endangered in 100 engagements. Now, that's not actually literally true. If you know you have, +1 armor and a broadsword, and your enemy has, +2 chainmail and double daggers of doom, knowing that doesn't keep you safe. It helps you plan and prepare so you have a better chance of surviving an engagement, but the knowledge itself doesn't actually protect you. You have to use it. And you have to use it effectively. So Sun Tzu stressed the need to understand yourself, which is to say, understand your limitations. If you have a cavalry, then a trench operation is not going to be effective. Know what you can do and know what you can't do, and use your forces in an effective way. Duh. but also know what the enemy is up to. And that brings us to the need for military intelligence, which is not necessarily the same as espionage, but there's a lot of overlap. So Sun Tzu, way back in the 4th century, identified different spy roles. In modern terms, they included the secret informant, the agent in place, one who provides copies of enemy secrets, the penetration agent, oh my, who has access to the enemy's commanders, the disinformation agent, who feeds a mixture of true and false details to the enemy in order to confuse them and lead them wrong. That only works if you give them some true information so that they trust you, and then they'll believe you when you tell them wrong things. If you just lie to them, they'll stop believing you, you know? So Sun Tzu considered not only these different roles, but the need for organization, and noted that the roles of counterintelligence or double agents recruit. First of all, know that the enemy is going to use spies against you also. Try to ferret them out. But one of the things that set Sun Tzu above and beyond his contemporaries was don't just kill the enemy spies, identify them. And if you can, turn them. If you can make them double agents, then they become even more effective tools in your own array of allies and ammunition. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Sometimes the alliteration gets a little away from me. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, goodness. You know what else is fine? Jester sends us a $2 super chat. Thank you, Jester. And he says, I picked up a Lionel Giles translation in November.
I like how you did that.
I mean, in fairness, you know, more months should be named for me, but that's the Lionel Giles. Oh, translation of Art of War, I presume. And also, Jester has joined Emberships. Hooray. Match level with all the custom emojis. And if you want custom emojis, you can do that too. The match level, it's only 99 cents a month, and it does help the channel. Now, if you want more than just the custom emojis, there's other levels for that too. The match top one is Cinder Spark. Spark is the middle one. The Spark level, which is the default price YouTube gives you for memberships in the first place, gives you access to a fuck ton of member exclusive content. And I mean that literally. There are more member exclusive videos than public videos. There's a lot of member exclusive content. You get access to all of those. You get members only live streams, which I try to do at least once a month and sometimes more. I think last month I managed to do 2. You never know. But there's a bunch of goodies. And then of course the Cinder level, you get all that stuff plus a few other things, such as being in the credits at the end of videos. But whatever you can do, if all you want is the emojis, if you only want to, you know, help the channel a little bit, I appreciate it very, very much. And that's what that level is for. Is so if you want to play with the emojis, you can do that for only 99 cents a month. As they used to say in the old commercials, less than a cup of coffee. You can help keep one trans girl on the air. That sort of, it's literally true. Coffee's expensive now. It's wild. Yeah. Anoni says born in September. Hell yeah. I'm just
sorry,
taking
I don't have no
We're just
Ember.
conquering
Born in
it.
January.
December.
Oh yeah, you good. Yeah, you good. But not me though.
Lil of all trades also sends a super chat. Thank you, Lil, and says Dino, Daisy, Lil. Well, the Lil is the emoji, but there's Daisy co-hosting. Kind of co-hosting.
Yeah. She's trying to co-host.
Yeah. She's facing the wrong
she's
way.
Gonna get all the attention. She was like, I am tired of Kip getting all the attention. I want the video.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with her. She just decided she's going to climb up in my lap and just sit here. So, okay.
Yeah, you know, she's gonna have opinions and shit. Now, Sun Tzu isn't the only expert on espionage. Also, in the 4th century BCE, there was this critter, Chanakya, who is not nearly as famous, but lived around the same time and wrote Arthashastra. Fucking hell. I'm sorry. I'm American. I can't pronounce things. Arthashastra. It's not that hard, Ember. Why? Arthashastra, an ancient Indian Sanskrit treatise on statecraft, politics, economic policy, and military strategy. Basically, how to run a government, 4th century edition. And this is Bamboo of the Art of War. So I guess we don't have a copy of that.
Okay.
There's a bunch of others too. Ancient Egypt had a thoroughly developed system for the acquisition of intelligence. Citation needed. Unfortunately, I was hoping we could catch some deviant for that, but maybe she'll be along later. Who knows? We'll see. But also around about that place and time, the Hebrews used spies. And this is actually recorded in everyone's favorite ancient document, the Bible. There's the story of Rahab in Joshua. There's the 12 spies. And that brings us to today's videos. We have videos. And the first, I was tickled when I came across this because it's done in like a children's cartoon style. Rahab, for anybody who doesn't know, was a prostitute. So I am intrigued to hear how they're going to handle this story in a children's cartoon format.
Yeah, I'm looking at
so before we dive in and cross the River Jordan, which is an interesting thing in and of itself, because we'll get to that later. Do take a second to hydrate. Hey folks, I've been working hard on my health, and so far I've lost over 140 pounds. A huge part of good health is hydration. That's why I'm thrilled to partner with Epic Water Filters. Check this out. Not only can you say goodbye to expensive bottled water, but these filters are made in the US, so no tariffs, and they're made to fit your life. From these lovely pitchers I can fill from, to sink units, to portable filters that fit in your reusable bottle. With Epic, I can refill from nature's water sources and not have to worry about bacteria and whatnot. But also, send back a used filter to be responsibly recycled, and they'll send you a free replacement, saving you and the earth even more. Want to save a ton of money, be healthier, and build a better world? Head to epicwaterfilters.com and enter code EMBER15 at checkout for 15% off. Don't settle for random water. Upgrade to Epic. Ta-da! All right, we're epicized. We're filtered. Well, we're not filtered. I'm completely unfiltered. I'm.
I don't have no filters at all. Filter free.
Kip apparently has no filter. She is staring at me like I betrayed her.
Let me see.
I mean,
she doesn't like dancing in my lap. So,
how dare you, Mom?
I've got 3 dogs in 2 hands. I can't pet all of them at the same time. I mean, I know they would love that, but I can't do it.
Well, you need CRISPR. You need to grow a 3rd arm. Obviously, there's a simple solution here.
If I grew 2, then I could get another dog too. I do not need any more dogs.
And then you'd be an insect. And then Bree would stalk you. Bree would be like,
okay,
I must
where do I get this CRISPR at? Where do I get this CRISPR at?
I don't know. I'm sure the CDC has some in a containment unit or something.
Bree stalking you is kind of enticing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We like stalking. Bree stalking.
I mean, there are certainly worse fates than being collected by Bree.
I do have to try and get Dr. Kip to make an appearance tomorrow. My Dr. Kip.
Oh, so that Dr. Kip and Dr. Kip can be on the
dog.
I've been trying to do it. I've been trying to do it since I named Dr. Kip, and it hasn't happened. But like everybody knows, like I wasn't intending to be on live streams when I started YouTube. It just kind of happened. So I was like, they're never going to see Dr. Kip, so it doesn't matter. And sure enough, here she is crashing on my live streams. So
yeah. Bree says, Y'all know I'm sitting right here, right?
Good.
It was a fair bet, honestly, but you know, and if you want to get stalked by Bree by becoming a cryptid, you can do that. Actually, you can go to the HiveSci channel, and underneath any video, well, most videos, I imagine, you'll find links to Bree's Fourth Wall store. I'm sure there's direct links, but that's one way to get there. In Linktree, bunch of other stuff, but Bree has a merch store. If you buy one of Bree's cryptid shirts, then you too could be considered a certified cryptid, and Bree might try to track you down. We don't know. We don't have data yet, so you should go do that for science and things. Yeah. And while you're at it, subscribe to the HiveSci channel so you can learn about cryptids and things, so that they don't stalk you.
It's so much
fun. All right, capitalism out of the way for the moment. What do you two know about the story of Rahab?
It's been forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I know.
It's
I don't remember.
I remember bits and pieces, but it's been forever. I remember she was a prostitute. I remember that part, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember. That wasn't the story that I was told, and I was told. If they
well,
remember.
Guess
we're gonna learn today.
Got a refresher. Because I got asked to go on a show where it's I don't know how to describe it. It's not quite drunk history. It's more like improv history.
Okay, that sounds fun too.
We do Bible stories, but in an improv yes and sort of way, and they get ridiculous really, really fast, and then it gets turned into a cartoon. It should be really fun. Keep a weather eye. When it comes out, I will definitely point y'all towards it, because we do the story of Rahab, and it's amazing. But because it gets turned into a cartoon, it takes a little while to process and things. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. But it was a lot of fun to produce. I'll tell you that. So I got a little cheat. I got a refresher on the story, because this is the story we did. So let's see what the children's cartoon version has to say. What could possibly go wrong?
Spies. After the death of Moses, the Israelites mourned him for 30 days.
And 30 nights as one. Isn't everything in the Bible like 40 days and 40 nights? I guess Moses just wasn't cool enough to get the full 40.
Either that or they just half-assed it. So
they went, you know what, fuck it, that's good enough. Or something. I mean, they didn't even know about the death of Moses, like, because he just like wandered off and buried himself, and then the writing about it appeared or so. It's fucking weird. But yeah, Joshua, son of Nun, you know, like Joshua, the kid with no daddy, who born to Virgin Mary, showed up later. I know people call him Jesus, but it's Yeshua, which is the same as Joshua, and both of them had no. I know none. Actually,
I never understood.
I'm playing about it. It's fine. I'm just saying there's lots. Jesus appears over and over in different versions throughout the story.
Joshua, son of Nun, who was Moses' assistant, was named the new leader of Israel.
Was named the new named by who? Who named Joshua the head of Israel? Because I mean, that seems so. God spoke to Moses and to Aaron, right? And you know, Aaron got into a lot of trouble with God. Many of his own children and descendants and other members of his priesthood were killed by God because Aaron kept breaking the damn rules. So even though God spoke directly to Aaron, Aaron was kind of in the shithouse with God. It was only Moses' constant intercessions that kept Aaron from being swallowed by the abyss and all this whatnot. Joshua was Moses' assistant. So after Moses is no longer around to be like, God speaks to me and only me, and also my brother, but mostly only me, who's gonna counter Joshua when he starts doing the same thing? And he's like, yeah, God talks to me. God told me I'm in charge now. Not to brag. Like, what the fuck? Why doesn't God ever appear and tell all the no, we can't have that. It's always the chosen one who says the thing.
God told him, my servant Moses has died.
And that's how they found out Moses died. Like, by the way, your boss that you haven't seen in weeks, he's dead though. In fact, not all these other prophets and shit I brought up to heaven to be with me, but Moses, he just fucking died. Fuck that guy.
That's why you and all the people must prepare to cross the Jordan River and enter the...
Moses died. That's why you and all the people must cross the Jordan River. You know what? I'm getting bogged down in the details. This is why we don't cover Bible stories directly on this show. But if you want to watch us cover Bible stuff more directly, Dr. Ben and I do a studying women's Bible study on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, consider joining us for those. Does Kip have opinions about that? That's fair.
Land that I will give to the Israelites. Just as I promised Moses, I will give you all, every place your feet touch. Your territory will extend from the desert to Lebanon, and from the great Euphrates River, Hittite territory, to the Mediterranean Sea, which is to the west.
So obviously translations, they didn't necessarily call it the Mediterranean Sea because that's the wrong language. But from the Euphrates to the sea, not the Jordan River to the sea, as people often consider it to be today. It's from the Euphrates to the sea. And to be clear, ancient Israel never controlled that entire span of territory. It not even close.
During all the days of your life, no one will be able to confront you. Just as I...
What was that sound effect?
It should be noted, people confronted them. So, like, according to the Old Testament, a prophet is a false prophet when the things they say will come to pass do not come to pass. In 2 sentences, God himself had prophesied 2 things that definitely did not happen. Therefore, God is a false prophet and must be put to death by God's own word. We're just, I realize God ignores his own word all the damn time. The whole thou shalt not kill, but also go kill those people. He's kind of a contradictory sort of deity. But I just want to point that out.
I was with Moses, I will also be with you. I will not leave you, nor will I forsake you. Be strong and brave, because you will make this community inherit the land that I promised to their ancestors.
Dr. Kip says that's not actually in Joshua. The land promise in Joshua is east only as far as the Transjordan. So the side of the Jordan that they're starting on. Okay. That makes more sense because that's where they're starting from. They're on the east bank of the Jordan, which would technically be within their own kingdom, according to the Almighty, somehow.
What is wrong with just giving kids a bunch of lies? What's wrong with that?
Just lie to the children and
lie to the children. It's okay.
Of killing a fuck ton of innocent people. It's fine. Probably.
I ask for you to be courageous and firm, to obey all the laws my servant.
And if you want to be never mind.
But Moses commanded, don't stray from it at all. Only then will you succeed wherever you go.
All the laws that Moses commanded, all of them. Bets on how long they hold that.
Comply with care all that is written in the book of the law. Then you will prosper, and you will succeed. See that I command you that strive and be brave. Do not fear or dismay, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Hey. We got to get the freaking print this at home and stick it on your wall. Live, laugh, love Bible verse. Like, this is the Bible verse to keep with you all the days of your life.
Kip.
This is the shit we want kids to learn. Like, what is the actual message here, right? I command you to strive and be brave. So be brave out of fear of your invisible friend. Do not fear. Don't be afraid, even though fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. It doesn't teach kids anything, and it's contradictory to the other things in the Bible, and it makes me want to pull my hair out. Because like, I don't think anybody thinks through what it is they're trying to teach children. Like, they see passages like this and they're like, oh yeah, that's a good moral lesson. Is it? And also, will it mean anything to children? What are we doing? Anani says, must use all the fonts. That's right.
Yeah. I was just like, how many different fonts can you use in that? I mean, I could probably stick another 2 in there if they wanted to.
I mean, what if we made like a thing where we did a different font every letter? Like, we'd have to pick a real great quote to be deserving of that. I'll have to think on it some. Different colors, too. Perhaps be gay, do crimes.
Yes.
Eat shellfish.
So, Joshua ordered the leaders of the community.
I love how he's literally a 2-dimensional character. He turns around and he's paper. And also there's cardboard people in the background. Amazing. But like, Joshua himself is literally a 2-dimensional character. Is this a spoof? Have I been trolling myself and like taking that's Poe's law, right? Like, you cannot tell the difference between a good satire and someone who's being serious about something blatantly ridiculous. You know, is this satire? Am I falling victim to Poe's law? Oh. Andrew says that would look like a serial killer letter.
Community, let them go all over the camp to tell the community to prepare provisions, because in a few days they will cross the Jordan River to take possession of the territory that God will give you as an inheritance. To the tribe of Reuben,
How do you inherit something that, you know what, never mind. Just, yeah, I realize it's a translation of an interpretation of an oral tradition and yada yada, but it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Of Gad and the half-tribe of Manasseh. Joshua told them to remember the words of Moses, and he commanded them to obey the law.
Why do you have to remember the words of Moses when you have a written book of laws according to this very chapter? What are we doing?
Laws that God commanded. They answered him, we will obey everything you have told us, and we will go wherever you send us. We will obey you.
Also, what is this half-tribe business? Is it because he's a brown dude? Like, what bullshit is this? And also more cardboard people. Amazing.
In everything, just like we did with Moses.
The white
All
man
we ask is that the Lord be with you as he was with Moses. They were in the territory of Shittim. East.
They were in the Shittim territory.
Shittim.
What am I supposed to do with this? Like, they were just Shittim around, waiting for word from God. Fucking hell. But also, according to what they said in the video, from the Mediterranean to the Euphrates, they're like already in their own territory, you know? In theory. As Dr. Kidd pointed out, that's not actually what it says, but according to the video's version of what it says. And it's wild that they can't even get... We're not even to the important part yet. I'm just... There's so much. This is why we don't cover Bible stuff directly very often, because there is so much bullshit. Or you might say we're having a shittim time.
Of the Jordan River, facing the land of Jericho. Jericho was very close to Canaan.
You could say Jericho was very close to Canaan, yes. Because it was in Canaan. Did you know New York City is very close to the United States? I've heard Philadelphia is pretty near there too.
Somewhere around there, I think.
Yeah.
Joshua secretly sent 2 spies with the following command. I want you...
Not publicly sent 2 spies. He secretly sent 2 spies. He wouldn't let them wear the hat that says spy. They had to be secret spies.
To go as spies to explore the land which is on the other side of the river. You will go to the city of...
Now, it should be pointed out that spy comes from the same root word as to observe, to go take a look, to see things. And so spy in an ancient context could have meant go look at the thing and tell me what you see, as opposed to an espionage sense. But I believe this story, because of what else happens in the story, actually does mean the espionage sense. But we need to point out that that isn't what's necessarily meant by the word spy, especially in ancient contexts.
Jericho. Find out how many soldiers there are, what type of weapons they use, and how strong they are. Then come back and tell me everything you saw. The 2 men nodded their heads.
So they're not doing proper espionage. They're not doing proper sabotage. They're just taking an inventory of the city's defenses before the city knows they're under threat, in theory. Now, I'm sure no one in this armed, walled city-state took notice of the fact that there is a band of armed, angry people across the river who keep mumbling about our territory. Like, I'm sure no one noticed this encampment of hundreds of thousands of people slavering at the teeth to cross the river and start an invasion. I'm sure they didn't notice that at all. It's fine.
Later, the spies met.
Very inconspicuous.
Managed to enter Jericho. The city was surrounded by high and wide walls. They noted that they were well protected and that
they noted they were strangely European-style walls that were double crenellated, so you could shoot the people inside the city as well as the people outside the city. And also, all the people are cardboard again, and probably it looks like exact duplicates. Yes, it's copy-paste. All the soldiers are copy-paste. I love it.
the guards patrolled over it.
Oh, the walls are cardboard too. I think I see why this is happening in this way, because, well, we'll get to it. We'll see if I'm right. My prophecy is that when they get to the part about the walls come tumbling down because they're cardboard, they'll just bump. That's my prophecy. We'll see if I'm a true prophet or if I need to be stoned. Not necessarily to death, just stoned would be fine.
There, the two men walked past a group of soldiers. The soldiers wondered, who are those two strangers? They look like Israelites. Huh? Stop, spies.
So they do know that they're Israelites. And also, whatever, just whatever. The story's totally not made up, fam. It's totally legit. It's real history. It's written in the Holy Book. It is written, and therefore it's unquestionably true. Because someone wrote it down. You know, like Spider-Man. It was written, and therefore it's true.
The two spies ran through the narrow streets, looking for where to hide.
Wait.
Psst, this way, someone whispered to them. The spies saw a woman pointing to a door, and they hid in the woman's house.
I'm sure that's why they went to her house. Guys, it was... So you get hired to go spy out an enemy city, and your boss finds out you've been hanging out in the whore's house. You went into the city and immediately made a beeline for the whore's house, and you've been living there. You've been staying at the whore's house. And when he confronts you about it, you go, oh, well, the soldiers chased us as soon as we entered the city. We had to hide there. It was totally for legit reasons, boss. I swear on Moses's ghost, It was because the soldiers were chasing us, and we just happened to end up in the horse place. That's why.
Of all the places.
I'm just looking at her, the cartoon. She looked like flat. That looks weird. I don't know.
Hey, some people are into that, so.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Dr. Kip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Dr. Kip says, no, the spies went to patron the sex worker, as one does.
Oh yeah.
Because it's as one does. That's what
it's
that's
just what
for.
you do.
Yes.
This woman worked in places of very bad reputation. She was a harlot. Her name was Rahab.
Will,
no. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a harlot. Thanks, Mark.
I mean, you may as well get paid for it if you're gonna.
Yeah.
Listen, I only got paid once. And then because I'm a minister, I just absolved myself of my sins.
Hey, that works.
As one does.
The spies remained hiding in her house.
Hey.
When the king of Jericho found out that two Israel...
The fuck is going on here?
That hey, you're right there. That was so perfect.
I love the linguistics, the ba ba ba, and then the narrator translates, but like he's got KFC and McDonald's. And also all these people are very peachy toned. What's going on with that?
Israelite spies had infiltrated his land. He ordered the soldiers to search the whole city. Soon they came to Rahab's house, where they were hiding. There they knocked on the door. When Rahab realized that they were...
I'm sure the soldiers came to Rahab's house to check for the Israelite spies. Totally.
She got really thin all of a sudden.
She got scared, she lost weight. It's because all the characters are paper thin. And I love that about this story. Dr. Kip says, so they came to the house of Rahab, the Zonin, the prostitute, and they slept there. This is before the city officials came looking for them. They're there to get down, to blend in. I mean, in fairness, if the town does have like a licensed operating professional prostitute, a proper brothel with many prostitutes, in fact, then strangers from out of town going directly to the brothel would fit in. That's a thing that people do, that they are known to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's a legit commerce thing.
Where the soldiers... She quickly took the spies to the roof.
There was a reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get busy on the roof. No one will see you on the roof where everyone can see you. It's fine. Braid-Ended Sith says, well, if you want to get dirt on the local populace, a streetwalker is one of the best choices. Bartenders are too honest. That's a good point, because while you can bribe a bartender to forget you were ever here, someone can bribe him more to get him to remember that you were there. Whereas women of the night, as it were, are known for our discretion. So there's that. Like, anyone you can bribe can be unbribed, right? But women of a certain reputation, discretion is critical to maintaining a professional status, you know?
I mean, the right price, you know, she could, that's the right price, hey. Because she all about making money too, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. The other day I was considering, I think it was last night, in fact, Robin Webster was saying how some of the Dino Adventureland people were trying to get her to be Kent's like 5th or 6th wife, whatever the fuck he's on now. And I was like, Kent is actually worth upwards of $4 million. It's not Eric Hovind money, but I'm considering whether it would be worth it to spend a year or maybe two, whatever Kent has left, for $4 million. I mean, yes, you know, he'll beat you and he'll also preach at you, and he'll expect you to appear on camera with him while he preaches his nonsense and whatnot. And no one deserves any of those things. But you get $4 million. And I mean, hell, he may pick a fight with another rattlesnake. You never know.
And hid them among the bundles of flax that she had there. The soldiers told Rahab, "We already know that you have the spies here.
Well, then why are they searching the city? If they already know the spies are definitely there, what are they doing? Also, do you have a warrant, fuckers?
No, they never do. They have administrative warrants.
Probably. Somebody sent them an IC-200 form or some shit. Why? Just why? Oh, Mark says, then the bartender would have been the better choice. I was thinking the bartender would be like your therapist and keep their mouth shut. It depends. Some bartenders will talk to anybody about anything. But if you bribe them, I mean, remember, bartenders across all times and all places live on tips. If you give them money, whoever, in fact, you don't even necessarily have to bribe them better than the previous person who bribed them. You're the most recent person to give them money.
You see that they come to spy on our city, and they come from Israel. What? No.
And he doesn't even know any of those things. Like, none of them. The Kentucky Fried King, who's throwing his drumstick around without gravy. What a sin. But I digress. He didn't even know, you know? He was just like, they may be strangers. They may be from the Israelites. Like, the fucking hell.
They were spies? Yes. Israelites? Yes. I didn't know who they were, nor where they came from. They left when it began to get dark, at closing time of the city gates, and I don't know where they went. Go after them. Maybe you will reach them. The soldiers went after the...
They went that way. I mean, in fairness, it is literally a cartoon. So doing cartoon things is a valid thing for them to do. Wow.
Spies by the path of the Jordan River. When the soldiers left, Rahab went up to the roof and told the spies, I know that God is on your side. And
why is the horse house have crenellated battlements? Is she prepared to withstand a siege just in her own house? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
It reminds me of some very bad jokes that I definitely cannot tell on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a few of those too.
That he will give you this land. All the inhabitants of this city, they are scared to death of you. Everyone here knows how the Lord dried up the waters of the Red Sea so that you could pass after leaving.
I don't think that's how that story goes.
No.
Okay. I'm curious as to what the modern Bible actually says about that.
Okay.
Let's see. Joshua, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Judges is too late, isn't it? Am I crazy?
Joshua.
Okay,
what?
There's Joshua.
For what?
All right, Joshua. That's the fall of Jericho. So we're a little sooner than that. Crossing the Jordan, a little later than that. Circumcision at Gilgal. No, not that one. That's the whole nation crossing the Jordan. That's much too late. Okay, Rahab is just chapter 2. Rahab and the spies. All right. Let's see. She'd hidden the men. This is chapter 2, verse 4. Yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they had come from. At dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, they left. I don't know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them. But she had taken them up to the roof and hidden them under the stalks of flax that had laid out on the roof. So she hid them in the shingles, basically. Which, I mean, if you're a two-dimensional paper character, why not? So the men set out in pursuit of the spies on the road that leads toward the fords of the Jordan. So the Jordan has a ford there, which is neat. And as soon as the pursuers had gone out, the gate was shut. So they locked the guards out of the city. Amazing. Before the spies laid down for the night, she went up on the roof and said to them, I know that the Lord has given you this land, and that a great fear of you has fallen on us, so that all who live in this country are melting in fear because of you. We have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to Sihon and Og, the two kings of the Amorites east of the Jordan, who you completely destroyed. When we heard it, our hearts melted in fear, and everyone's courage failed because of you, for the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on earth and the earth below, and all the fucking... But yeah, it says in Joshua, he just dried up the whole fucking sea. Moses didn't part the sea. Yahweh just dried up the whole fucking thing. And that's a very different story, isn't it? Because that could be explained by like a natural drought. Not that I'm saying the Exodus actually happened, but like the sea drying up, that's a bit more reasonable than it split. But if it dried up, then there's no supernatural inundation of Pharaoh's pursuing forces. But it shows that the stories diverged at some point really early in the history, which is pretty neat. And Jerry says stalks of flax aren't exactly shingles, more like sheaths of wheat or bundles of hay. Yes, yes. For anybody who isn't familiar, in the olden times, roofing was done with like bundles of the word for it is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite think of it. But it was branches and shit that would like eventually you could make it thick enough to be watertight, but it had to be pretty thick. And because it was thick bundles of plant material, you could theoretically hide something in amongst the thatch. Thank you, John. Thatching.
Yeah, I was about to say that's where I was thinking you were going, but I wasn't sure if that's it. But they still have houses, and especially in Europe, especially in England, stuff that still have thatch roofs and still watertight. It's really interesting how they do that. Yeah, it's really interesting how they do that. So
yeah,
really cool.
There's like a whole method to it and shit. I mean, modern people tend to use shingles and shit because we're lazy and don't want to learn how to do things properly. But
it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't make me wonder how a thatch roof would hold up in a tornado, though.
Not well.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if it's going to hold up better than a shingled roof.
They don't hold up to snow very well.
True.
In Egypt, we have also heard how you completely destroyed the Amorites, Sichon and Og. That is why we have a great fear of you. I know that the Lord is God of God.
They're very pleased at how afraid everyone is.
Notice how much makeup she's wearing.
I was just noticing that. I was like, she's got some bad. She's a fucking cartoon, and she's more done up than me today. Like, holy shit! But also these big ass earrings and like, oh, I'm envious. But yeah, the eyeshadow. Now that is actually a legit thing. When Deviant and I were covering Egyptian history, one of the first thing the Egyptians invented was eyeshadow. So yeah, living nearby. I mean, that whole realm was like under the dominion of Egypt at the time, apparently.
I know that they use certain places use like certain kind of beetles or something, and colored beetles. So then I saw like different other countries how they use like animal products to make their eyeshadows and different things, clays and stuff. It was kind of cool seeing how they make makeup and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I whomst among us has not seen a small child take a buttercup flower and smear it on their cheek to make like the yellow pigment thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a
I
bunch
did
of different
that.
ways you can do it. Oh goodness. Jason is saying it's break time and we need to hydrate. We already played the hydration commercial. But if you want to do that, then you can still go to epicwaterfilters.com and enter code Ember15 at checkout for 15% off, whether it's a handy bottle like I have here, or a handy pitcher like I have over here that I refill my bottle from.
Do you have a certain they said it was okay to play water slut video?
I don't have a separate video for that. It's just a thing that I yes.
I thought that they gave you the video to play.
Oh, you mean AJ's video?
Yeah, AJ's video, yeah.
No, I don't have a copy of that. We just
Oh, you
it was
don't?
just
Okay. That would have been cool to play right now.
But I can play another video, like for example, what's no, that one's a vertical, that wouldn't work.
If they die, they die.
There's that. This is what happens when people like these guys get their way.
I have a problem with this stuff being normalized across the spectrum, and specifically, like, why push this on kids? Why introduce this to kids?
I am a depraved wretch. I am a great sinner. I'm a worm, completely undeserving of any love or any grace. I'm nothing.
You're incapable of being a good person. You're an evil person. You're a terrible person. At the core fabric of who you are. That's why we need laws. We need laws because we're bad people. All of us are bad people.
You can't spell Pride Month without demon. PRIDEMONTH.
If we don't know who the women are, because they are just people, then we won't be able to pull the women up to equality with men.
We have to try to limit the harm. And that means reducing or keeping down the number of people who transition. And that's for two reasons. One of them is that every one of those people is a person who's been damaged. But the second one is every one of those people is basically, a huge problem to a sane world.
Transgenderism must be eradicated.
The LGBT, transgender, grooming our children's minds is a national security threat. We need to hold people for treason, start having some public hearings, and start executing people.
I will use whatever gives me victory. I don't care about the truth, and I don't care about the law. I care about one thing, the control.
But then they rigged the election, and now we won, so I'm going to be your president. Then what happened is they rigged the election, and I became president, so that was a good thing.
I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president, but I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian.
I just want to say I feel good about the Republican Party. I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes.
It was actually a tremendous blessing to these children for them to be killed and go to heaven and be with God.
We've been hoodwinked. We've been taken in by an ideology crafted by creeps and then pushed on children.
Stop letting people pressure you into thinking.
If they die, they die.
I want to be ignorant, honestly.
Being a Christian doesn't exclude us from experiencing spiritual dryness.
We're bad people. All of us are bad people.
Don't you hate when that happens? That spiritual dryness or
spiritual dryness.
For real. Somebody should make a cream for that or something. I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm just here. Although recently I was learning, there's a term, it escapes me at the moment because I haven't had nearly enough coffee today. My power was out this morning, and so my house is just getting back up to temperature now. So it's been a rough morning, and I'm having trouble remembering some words. But there's a term for people who do bullying things, like, say, if they die, for example, and then cowardly backing away from their call for mob action against those people and saying, oh, it's just a meme. It's just a joke. I was just kidding. Yeah, no, not only are you kind of evil, but you're a coward about being an evil bastard. So, good job, I suppose. Like, no morals at all, but fine.
None.
So, yeah, that's the kind of thing we're dealing with. We're making fun of it with these cartoons, and it does deserve to be made fun of, absolutely. But there are real consequences to this shit. There are people today who believe they have a holy command to eradicate from the earth people of a different flavor. There's a word for people like that. We tend to not like people like that. So yeah, anyhow, not to get too heavy and too serious. Let's get back to our cartoon, shall we?
It's both in heaven and on earth. So, I beg you to swear right now in the name of Jehovah that you will be kind with me and my family, just as I have been with you. I want you to guarantee a sign that you will spare the lives of my parents, of my siblings, and everyone who lives with them. Please, swear that you will save us from death.
So she wants the spies to promise on Joshua's behalf, on, I guess, Jehovah's behalf. Optimistic, isn't she? But, whatever.
Death. We swear on our lives that the lot of you will not be in danger, they answered. If you don't turn us in, we will be kind to you and we will keep our promise when the Lord gives us this place. So, Rahab lowered through the window a red rope for the spies to escape.
Her brothel is now a fortified tower. What the fuck?
Rapunzel, lay down your long hair.
Well, the house where she lived was on the city wall. Rahab told them, "Flee towards the mountains so that your pursuers won't find you. Hide there for 3 days until they return. After we're gone, tie this same rope to the window. When we take the city, we will know which house this is. We will save you and your family members."
I mean, it's part of the city. Whatever. Just whatever. Also, a super effective city wall having... I mean, it's true that a lot of old cities have houses built right up to the wall, but having an exterior window that looks out the city wall, that's just bad security, Like, why even have a wall if there's a window that people can have, like, a regular ladder to get up to? The rest of the wall doesn't matter beyond that point, The effective peak of the wall is your second floor.
It's almost as if this wasn't thought through very well.
What? Next thing you know, you're going to be telling us someone just made it up. Or something.
Yeah, I mean, that did cross my mind, but that couldn't possibly be the case, could it? Nah.
I mean, it's not like we could go find the ruins of Jericho and check to see if there were walls that fell at the time of the conquest, for example. It's it's just unreasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Members will stay at home, but the rope must be put in the window. She nodded her head.
Yeah.
The men tied the rope, and so they left the house. Upon going down, Rahab said goodbye and tied the red rope to the window. In the meantime,
because the guards wandering around looking for Israelite spies won't notice a red rope dangling outside the city wall.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's the fact it's the same house as the one where they inquired. And, oh, for fuck's sake. Edger says she lived in a city wall because it's a good location for sex work. But fair enough. I mean, having a secret passage to get out of the city from the brothel kind of makes the brothel, you know, is the brothel a cover for the secret passage, or is the secret passage a cover for the brothel?
They headed for the mountains, and they remained hidden for 3 days. The men came back very...
Like Jesus. They were gone for 3 days, you see.
It's always
happily to where Joshua was, and they told him everything that had happened to them.
Dude, we spent a whole day in the whore's house.
I bet you they left that part out.
Possibly.
The place is ours. God will hand it to us because everyone in Jericho is afraid of us.
I don't think that's why the place would be yours. And oh, for fuck's sake, it's such an incoherent story. Ancient spies, folks. They were not nearly as sophisticated as Maxwell Smart. 1.5 days, yes. Oh shit. Dr. Gibbs says the text is quite clear that this is an enormous city wall, quite unlike the Iron Age mud brick wall that is dated to this period.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, the people of Israel.
What's that?
I was going to say, it baffles me that there's so many people who are super, like, it just baffles me that there's so many people who still think that this literally happened. It did not. We know it didn't.
The Bible said it did, though, Liv.
A different Bible story in this Bible story is just amazing to me. It's so fun. We really should do this more often.
I'm loving the little
strength and
what's that?
I'm loving the conversation between the characters, the little blah 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 blah, because they're always saying like, yeah, right at the perfect moment. It's cracking me up.
Well, I mean, they don't speak English, and the Tower of Babel happened fairly recently, so they probably are saying blah blah blah. You don't know how to speak ancient Hebrew, but you could learn how to speak ancient Hebrew if you took a class with Dr. Kip. I'm just saying.
I know. I want to. It took me forever to learn another language. I don't know how long it's going to take me to learn Hebrew, but I'm in his Hebrew reading.
It always happens when I'm at work, and I can't really pay attention.
I've been there for. Oh, what is it, like 9 months now? Still don't speak a single word of Hebrew, but it's fun.
Yeah, like I said, it's something that'd be hard for me to pay attention to.
Oh, it's great for me because I usually I take my son to martial arts, so it's usually when I'm driving, so it's like nice to listen to while I'm driving.
You like my no music again?
I don't know.
That's how I used to be. Mom used to listen to the talk radio and stuff. I'm like, what is this? Some music, please.
So as much as I love live streams for engaging with the chat and sometimes even the hosts, often learning things is easier when you rewatch later, because when I'm watching something live, I want to engage with the audience and shit.
Yeah, that's true though.
In the live chat. Yeah. Oh goodness. Dr. Kip says there are a handful of your viewers who can already identify words and simple noun clauses. So we
probably
could,
just
we
need
could
to pay more attention
when
I'm not driving.
bravery to enter as soon as possible to the city of Jericho. Hey! Subscribe and comment, and give it.
I mean, subscribe and comment is good advice anyway, but that appears to be
Isn't
like the
it
end of the
scripture?
video.
That's scripture, right?
Huh.
Like it says in like Revelation or something like and subscribe, doesn't it?
Something like that. Like cursed be he who adds on to these scriptures, all the curses written herein will be added unto him unto the 7th generation, and also cursed be he who does not clicketh unto the subscribe, for all of the trolls of YouTube will be added onto him, or something like that. Who's to say? It's wild. But as fun as that cartoon was, that's not the only thing we have. If you were not thrilled enough, we also have bedtime Bible stories. Now, in fairness, I have not rewatched this. I have no idea if this is satirical or what the deal is. But I'm sure a Bible bedtime story about the spies who hung out at the whorehouse, nothing could possibly go wrong here.
We are going to act out a little bit of a bedtime Bible story tonight, and it's found in where? Dun, dun, dun. Numbers 13.
Oh, this is the other spies in the Bible. This is the 12 spies, not the 2 spies. My bad.
Aww.
I forgot what I prepared. It's okay, though, because we just work here.
This was a suggestion by one of our BBS regulars about the 12 spies, Tommy, the 12 spies.
Right. So God's people, he has saved them from Egypt, and he has what's called the promised land, a special place of land that is awesome that he has.
That is promised. The promised land is the land that is promised. Is it what I think that's what we're trying to say. Yeah. Also, is this fella's name also Tommy? We should have a Tommy versus Tommy fight. That could be fun.
Ooh.
Where is Tommy still in the chat? I haven't seen him in a minute. Goodness. If you watch this later, Tommy, we need to have a Tommy off.
Planned for them. And so what's going to happen is that the Israelites, God's people, they're going to send these 12 spies in to kind of check out the land, and the people.
There's Tommy. Tommy says, bring it. And Aunt Jer says their audio is trash on fire. And you are correct. This is the sound of a person who has no understanding of how sound works. And it appears to be using like a laptop's built-in microphone or something, which, to be fair, does actually capture audio, just not very well. And Jester sends a super chat for $2. Thank you, Jester. And says, that was the Book of Kelly 1020, Lil. Just so you know. Just so you know. And then Lil sends us a super chat for $10. Thank you, Lil. And says,
I don't really want to see that Dido. I want to see like a Dido. I can't help it. It intrigued me.
It's so cute. I mean, literally, so last night when I was getting the thing ready, because like all my stuffies are on my bed, of course, that's where which is behind the curtain. So I knew I was going to use this one first because it was the one we talked about on the stream last night. And so I was getting it ready, and before I set it next to my computer, I just held it for a while because it's so cute, and it wouldn't be in bed with me because I try to have everything set up the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Which went super well because I had a blackout, so I had to completely reset the computer and shit. But whatever. In any case, it's so cute. It's so
By
cute.
the way, if you guys hit
4/10 of the way there, 40%, folks.
If you guys hit the super chat goal, I'll show one of my plushies too. You get a 2-for-1.
Ooh. We'll have a plushie off.
Mm-hmm.
Anani says you have an omniscient sky wizard talking to you, but you need spies. Well, you see,
that are there and see what it's like.
Yeah, and some of the 10 of the tribes said no. They didn't want to go. They were fearful in a lot of ways.
Yeah, there was fear.
Yeah, there was some fear there. And so why don't we do it in the, why don't we tell the story about these tribes, the ones that didn't go and the ones that did go in Law and Order style. How's that?
Ooh,
What's that?
like that. Let's do that. You
Okay.
can be
Law and Order format. Dun dun, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have the sound effect. That would be fun. Tommy says this is a terrible Tommy. He definitely has a worse haircut. I will say that. Like, is that even a haircut? Like, that's just short and must. I don't understand what's happening.
You can be the investigator.
I'll be the investigator, and I'm interviewing the people. It's a cold case.
Cold case, got it.
Yeah, because it's 40 years before they got to the promised land, okay?
Got it.
Here we go. And the criminal justice, the people are represented into two equally important groups. The police, who investigate a crime, and the district attorneys, who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
No, that's not actually how the criminal justice system works, though. I realize it's been a television show that's been running for like fucking decades and shit, but no, the people are represented by the entire fucking system, and the police don't investigate the crimes in the way you think of investigating. They investigate in the service of the prosecutor. Like, neither of them is out for justice. They're out for convictions. They're very partisan, you might say, in the outcomes here. C'est la vie. Right-handed Sith says, the first one to show a GID ESD wins. Only a Halloween mango can trump card a GID ESD. ESD means emotional support demon. GID, that's probably another plushie from
What about a
the
monkey?
clip.
I don't
Has
have
to
any
know-
plushies, so I won't win. That's cute.
Knows where that's from. Congrats.
But you ain't supposed to show it because they didn't give enough super chats yet.
Oh, I've got another one.
But wait, there's more. Glow in the dark. Okay. Glow in the dark emotional support demon, or
Oh, I do got a plushie.
I don't
I
have
got
an
one.
demon. I need to get one.
I only got one, but I do have a plushie. It's my favorite. But I am going to have to leave in a few minutes. I have to get ready for my show at 1. I need to get something to eat and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be on tomorrow as well. I'll be on tomorrow. If you would have me again.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime. Remember, tomorrow we're having Dr. Kip over to talk about the first laws.
Oh,
which
Dr.
I guess
I really got to be on tomorrow
You know,
then.
me and the other Dr. Kip are going to be there.
Oh, gorgeous. You got all the love.
She says hello.
Hello, sweet
She's
girl.
also a spy, I see. Dressed all in black.
This girl. Let me be quiet for she could come running. Who are you talking to?
Hey, Dr. Kip.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
And Jurisk, is that monkey wearing a ball gag?
No, it's a little water bottle.
But look, the mask on and everything. We got the mask on the face. Why has he got all that on?
No, it's a helmet. It's a biking helmet. It's from the cyclethon.
Okay. Yeah, it looks
They do
kind
a
of like adult
cyclethon every
content
year
to me
for
too,
charity.
but
Yeah, they do a cyclethon every year for charity, and this year I finally had the money to get some merch, so I did. And I got a plushie, and I paid more for that plushie than I care to admit, but it's for charity, so.
that's fair.
you.
I'm kind of same with my plushie. Granted, I was receiving regular paychecks at the time, so it was a less big a deal, but still, I was never like well off. I've always been poor. I'm just more poor now. But I was trying to support a brand new artist, and like chicken nugget dinos. Amazing. I don't know. I'm easily amused. Anyway, Kelly, thank you for coming. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, and enjoy.
After this show, go to my channel and watch my stuff. Love you all. Till tomorrow. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles. All right, let's see. I don't
really
know if
dig
we're
that puppy
going to get very far in this video, especially the way I interrupt. So we'll let them play for a little bit and see what they've got to say. Since we're like technically 5 minutes from the end of our show, although I may go late. It's been known to happen.
Hello, hey, excuse me, hey, Officer McGillicuddy here. I wanted to, I'm working on a cold case here. What's your name?
Yeah, man. Huh?
What's your name?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. My name's Getty. My name's Getty.
You're one of the 12 tribes, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know. That was.
You're one of the 12 tribes. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know.
Jason says which one is supposed to be the prostitute. Different story. We're doing the 12 spies from the Book of Numbers, apparently.
A long time ago, man. That's a long time ago.
So 40 years ago, right?
What's that?
So I think the guy on the left's supposed to be the prostitute.
I mean, it could be. It could be. There's the link to Kelly's show for after. Let me see if I can open a thing. I can probably open a thing. I may be able to open a thing. Well, I could just click on the link that Andrew sent, and then so today is the Council of Kellys. So it's going to be our Kelly plus Godless Granny plus Kelly Laughlin are gonna drop by. And I don't know if they have a topic. They're just all kind of getting together. And yeah, that's in about half an hour. So maybe we will go slightly late with the intention of forwarding over to there, assuming Kelly remembered to turn on her live redirects. So give me a second. You know what? Let's take a quick break while I try to set up a live redirect. We'll see if that works. Let's do what happens if the spies of Israel take over completely? I fucking whatever. This is one of Chris's branded commercials, but they're fun, so stick around for a moment.
Today's world is confusing, and there's too much information for one person to make sense of it all. Which credit card should I pay off first? Is non-fat milk good for me? Who should I vote for? Let's face it, if you can't figure out high-interest milk, then how can you be expected to make political decisions that influence a country of over 325 million people? Well, that's why there's fascism. Fascism is the political, social, and economic system for today's world. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines fascism as a political philosophy, movement, or regime that exalts a nation, and often race, above the individual, and that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of the opposition. Choose this ideology and life will be easy. Did you ever look at someone who uses really big words and think, I wish those libs would just disappear? Well, under fascism, your dreams can come true. Under fascism, you won't have to worry about the pesky little things like brown people or atheists, or who in your country is entitled to basic human rights and who is not. Hint, hint, the answer is nobody. Yes, friends, this truly is the final solution you've been looking for. And if you're concerned if this form of authoritarianism will be up to your high standards, don't worry. American fascism will be the best fascism in the world because it's been endorsed by Jesus. So go out and destroy freedom and democracy by getting fascism today. Paid for by the Fascio-Conservative Party, formerly known as the GOP.
I just love when the same people who go like, oh, Lincoln was a Republican, are also holding a Confederate flag. Like,
oh yeah.
What are you saying, bestie? What's up? C'est la vie. Oh goodness. All right. So I looked. Kelly has not set up the ability to do live redirects. I found her channel. We need to show Kelly how to turn on live redirects. Now, as it happens, we actually have, I've been low-key working on like how-tos for creators, especially new creators who don't know how to do stuff. And I've been meaning to make a list I have not actually, well, I made a list of things I need to do, but I haven't actually done the things. We do have one thing though. And if you head over to betterthanember.com to the creators list, you'll find the list of all the creators I wish I'd known about sooner. On the right side, you'll find the list of all our Job and Jugs and Learn Together Life cast members. But at the bottom of that, the creator how-to resources, I highlighted the wrong thing. The creator how-to resources, there's one link there so far, and it's how to allow redirects to your channel. So if you haven't turned on redirects yet, betterthanember.com creator page, right there, right, damn it, right there. That's how to turn on redirects. Quick, easy. It's a clip from a previous episode. Andrew made it for us. It's like 30 seconds long. And then people can raid your channel. But it's a thing you as the channel owner have to turn on to allow it. So yeah, we'll have to go to Kelly's the old-fashioned way today. But yeah, if you're a new creator, go do the thing so that we can raid you, because that is my favorite tool. That's my favorite thing about having a channel of this size. Now, I do want this channel to get bigger. In fact, I want to get to 10,000 subscribers. And the main reason why that number specifically is because there's another button that YouTube hides from creators until your channel gets to that size. And it's the ability to do proper fundraisers, because for the time being, I'm stuck doing fundraisers with, ineffective things like this, for instance. Hey, want to do something good? Recently, a person who had sent me this version of my logo, unsolicited, made public statements promoting violence against minority women and survivors of abuse. Now that person's gift will do some good instead. 100% of the proceeds from sales of this survivor's mug will go to fund the nonprofit organization RAIN in their efforts to provide vital resources to survivors and to build a future where fewer of us need this kind of help. Find this item at my store at betterthanember.com. And if you want to learn more about how you can be better at supporting survivors, check out this video, where I've distilled the best practices for helping survivors that I collected from speaking with actual crisis professionals at RAIN, Willow Grove, Vera House, and independent counselors. Whenever you can turn the harmful acts of others into something good, that is an epic win. Hell yeah. And Lil, as always, showing off the merch. And I see.
I think I've got one of everything at this point.
Sapphire says mine should be coming today. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I love it. So in theory, Fourth Wall, which is the thing that runs my store, they only send me money when a certain amount of money has been raised, and it's for all products in the store. So in theory, sometime in this next month, they'll actually send me money. And then I can take the portion of however many mugs have been sold. I think we're up to 4, and then I can send that along to RAIN. We also have another fundraiser item in the store, but Maya tells me to only promo one thing at a time so people don't get confused. But we do have 2 different fundraiser items. But I appreciate everybody who's helping with that. It means a lot to me to turn all this badness that happened last December into something good. But it is a very inefficient way to do a fundraiser. I want to do real fundraisers, and I need that button. And to get that button, I need 10,000 subscribers. So please, please, please share whatever video you like. Doesn't have to be this video. Any video you like from this channel, share it around on the social medias and elsewhere, wherever you can think of to put it. It really, really helps, because while this channel isn't exactly small, we got a long way to go to get to 10,000, and I really want to do real fundraisers. So please help. Thank you. All right. That was a lot of tangents. I tangented off of tangents there, but good stuff. All wonderful things. Let's Now we only have 20 minutes till Kelly's show starts. So let's try to get a little ways through our whatever this is. We're like halfway through the video already. So that's something.
Yeah.
What's that?
I need a puppy cam.
You do. Yes. People do love the puppies.
Now I'm just a blues player at a little place I have called Gaddytown.
All right. Hey, let me just ask you a couple of questions. So
Yeah.
you're one of the spies that Moses sent over there, but
Who told you I was a spy?
everyone knew that you were spies. They
Yeah,
all knew you were
okay,
spies.
that's true. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But why didn't you stay in? Why didn't you stay in what was called the Promised Land? Huh? Why did you go away? Huh?
Man, I'll tell you why. The people was huge, man. I'll tell you right now, they were huge.
Yeah, they were like giants.
Oh yeah, like the Naphtali. That's what they were. That's how big they were. Just like giant people, man. They were huge. Their houses were huge. Their dogs were huge. Oh, they were huge people.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. Oh my god. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, holy crap, dude.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, this is a story of before they came to the Promised Land, Moses wasn't allowed in, but some of the others were. So for tactical reasons, they sent in spies to go look around and find out what the defenses of the Canaanites were, which as I think it was Anani mentioned earlier, you're talking to an omniscient, all-powerful being, but you have to do the conquering, and also you need to gather your own intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Anani says, gotta wonder about the regular audience. Like, who comes to this a second time because it's good stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If
Yes.
it's funny enough, I may come back here, but I'm not getting that from this.
So so I went to a private from second grade all the way up to 10th grade. Went to a private school. We had a actual Bible class in the middle of our day. This is the kind of shit they would show.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's wish.com
Half of-
PragerU.
Half of us would be asleep like 5 minutes into it and just sleep the rest of the period. It was absurd.
Oh. And that reminds me of a couple things. First of all, next week's Job and Jugs is already pre-scheduled. For once, we got a little ahead of the curve because on Martin Luther King Day, someone suggested, I think it was Kelly, that we cover the PragerU video where they like cartoonify Martin Luther King and try to whitewash his history. So we're going to be looking at that at this week's Job and Jugs. So join us 9 a.m. Monday for that on all of the various channels you find Job and Jugs on, including the actual Job and Jugs channel, which, you know, you should subscribe to for other reasons because we're plotting and scheming a call-in show for that, which I'm hoping to start soon, but I'm having trouble getting my co-host to tell me their availability so I can schedule one. I may just have to say, hey, I'm doing one on this day at this time. Who can come? We'll see. But do keep a weather eye for that. So subscribe over at Java and Jugs, Java and Jugs. It's also on the website if you forget that. Because new call-in show is going to be happening at some point. But I digress. The other thing I wanted to mention as far as redirects is tomorrow's show will redirect over to the Kentucky Atheist, where you can watch Lil and Joe cover the politics of the week, which I'm sure will not be all depressing.
Oh, there is so much to cover. So much to cover. We're actually talking about bumping it up to 2 shows a week because there's just it's crazy. Like there's so much to cover. Oh my god.
A daily well, I'm preaching to the choir to say to you, but a lot of people may not realize this is how you end up doing a daily show, right? This is why Kyle is constantly putting out new videos because it just never stops.
it never stops, and at least because we're thinking about doing we have our Thursday show, and we were talking about maybe doing it Sunday-ish, but that way it can we can split the week up into 2 parts because there's so much going on. I mean, during our last president, I remember we cover stories that were 2 weeks on Kyle's show. We cover stories that were 2 weeks old that we just didn't get to before. But they were still relevant because of whatever, like the news was not moving at freaking lightning speed.
Yeah.
It
My
just-
most recent in other news was about the Greenland situation, and I was not prepared to do it the day I had to do it, but I had to do it because the story kept moving and changing so fast. I'm like, I have to do it now or it's just not going to happen.
That was last year, right?
Like,
feels like it.
a week ago today. Today. A
Mhm.
week ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So much. Oh god, yeah. It's like you cannot keep up. And I mean, that's partially by design, but still, it's just.
Oh yeah, because all of this is
Mhm.
explicitly and intentionally not the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Oops. We need spies to go hunt down. We need like 12 people willing to hang out with whores to get their hands on the Epstein file or something.
Can I
Holy
volunteer?
to hang out with whores?
Mm-hmm.
You can hang out with me anytime, dear.
Well, I am the harlot, so.
Exactly. That's why we get along so well.
In fact, I still have a grape from when we went there. You want to see what a grape looks like from there?
Yeah.
Is it right here? See that? That's a grape. That's a grape from that promised land. They're huge.
Okay, all right. So, hey, if there was
That looked like a globe to me, and also
Yeah,
was
I was
showing
about to
South
say, it looked like
America,
a-
which they definitely didn't know about at the time.
Mm-hmm. Although South
Unless
America
you
kind of
believe
looks
the
like a
Book of Mormon.
bunch of grapes if you kind of like turn your head and squint a little bit. It could.
I don't know why this not Hebrew spy person is Elvis. I get none of this makes any
been
fucking
wondering-
sense.
I've been wondering that. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jester says, okay, so the moral of the story is that the tribe of bad Elvis impersonators ran away. Something
Yeah, it sounds
like
like it.
that. Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Is that how the King of Jericho got his hands on the Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes.
Because it was next to Graceland.
Yes.
I know that's in Tennessee, but it's the next state over, see, so it makes sense.
12 tribes, 10 of the tribes, you're one of the tribes that didn't go there, but there was 2 people that I guess entered the promised land or were part of the promised land. Who are they?
Yeah, there's 2 of them, man. I'll tell you right now. They weren't like us. They were cut from a different cloth, man. Yeah, Joshua and Caleb. That's what their names were.
Joshua and Caleb. Where can I find this Caleb fella?
Last time I heard, Caleb was working at a library down on 35th and 3rd.
35th and 3rd. I'll go.
Wait. No, 33 and a 3rd.
33rd and 3rd. I'm going to go find Caleb.
What the fuck are we doing? So 33 and a 3rd, of course, is a reference to a comedy film about police investigators, no less.
How
the fuck?
How could these guys do this and put this on YouTube? Like, I understand people put crazy crap on YouTube, but like, wow. How?
That's why.
How? Dude, I have like 350 subscribers. Like, how?
We are all trying way too hard. I've said this before. I need to listen to me too. I know I'm very bad at YouTube, but fucking hell. All right, how do I there we go. I need my button back.
Is that right?
Yeah, go find that Caleb. See what he says, man.
All right. Bum. Excuse me. Hello, anybody in here? I'm looking for a Caleb. Looking for a Caleb?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hello.
Oh my god.
He has a wig that has worse hair than he does. What?
Just say something. Oh.
Like what? I don't understand. I kind of want to put on one of my wigs now, but never mind.
I mean, I've got to do my duties.
All right, so you're a librarian, is that right, Caleb?
Yes, I'm a librarian doing my duties.
But you were also a spy over 40 years ago, is that right?
Who told you I was a spy?
Oh, it's all over the books. I mean, Moses.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone knew.
But if I'm understanding this correctly, out of the 12 tribes, you and Joshua, is that right?
Yes, Joshua was my mate. Yes.
Right.
Nobody clipped that. That's why Joshua didn't want to hang out with the prostitutes. I see. Right, it says it's also a pirate joke. The TH is pronounced as a T. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. We've covered too many things. But I avast, I am in favor of pirate jokes as a general rule.
Yes.
But how come you guys got into the promised land, the rest of them didn't? It sounded like they were like very fearful, kind of a fearful group. Is that right?
Yes, it seems that several of the other lads that were with us there in the 12 tribes were afraid. They experienced fear in the midst of all of the giants that were there. They were giants. In fact, everyone there was giant. Even their food was giant. Hold on. Can I show you real quick? I saved a grape from there. This is it right here.
The accent is worse than the Elvis one. How?
Why
does
are
it
we
get
doing
worse?
this to ourselves?
I don't know. I'm asking. I'm wondering what the hell I did to you to deserve this.
We missed you very much. This is your punishment for being away.
Fine. I couldn't help it.
I know. I'm like, it's videos like this that make me want to take a day off.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Nah, we're just nope. Holy shit.
Oh,
all right. Well,
yeah, we're trying.
We can get through this. We're almost there, probably.
That's a grape, my friend.
That's a big grape right there. Yeah.
Yes.
You guys save grapes, huh?
Yeah.
But you seem to look at things differently than the rest of the 12.
So let it be known, Jehovah and the 12 tribes are grape aficionados. In fact, you may call them grapists. That would be an accurate description. Yes.
Yes, it would. Very much so.
Tribes, or the 10 tribes.
Yes, this is true.
Why you see it so differently, huh?
That's interesting. A good question you ask there. As I say, there's those bookshelves behind you. Now, here in my library, could you grab one of those for me? No, the dark one. Yes, that's the one. You had your hand on it. Yes, that right there. Yes, could you hand me that, please?
Here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. All right. This is one of my journals from.
Are they physically in the same room together?
I was just thinking that, and I think so.
No wonder the audio's so shit.
I'm still trying to figure out where that accent's supposed to come from. I've heard like 6 different accents. Like he can't stick to one. He's doing like some vaguely British European thing and can't figure it out.
What absolute fuck? I don't understand. This is why I'm very bad at YouTube, folks. I don't understand. Oh, I see. Tommy says he's from everywhere. He is a man of the world. He is a worldly person, as they say, or something.
When we went into the promised land to spy it out. And there's a certain day, yes, I think it is here, it's a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday, yes. I'm reading it as I wrote it down that day. Yes, it says, yes, Shamura and Shafat argued today about what we should eat. It's been a long, no, that was not it at all. I'm sorry, I apologize. Hold on one second. Yes, here it is. I wrote down these words. The people here are huge. Their houses are huge. Their dogs are huge. The grapes are huge. This is very scary, except for one thing. And then I wrote down these words. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty There's nothing my God cannot do.
Yeah, so he had to send you to do all this shit instead of doing it himself. But, you know.
So they're huge. Their houses are huge. Their dogs are huge. Their grapes are huge. Their schlongs are ostensibly huge. But my God has a bigger dick than your God, in the words of the great sage George Carlin. The fuck? Like, this is the intelligence report. Like, everything is big, but also God is bigger. So let's invade, fam, or something. I guess. Like, it still wouldn't be an excuse for like supernatural activity or divine action or whatever if like a hurricane came through and just wiped all the people literally off the face of the earth and the Israelites could just walk in and take it. That still wouldn't be a justification to believe in supernatural nonsense, but it would be more supernatural. It would be more in keeping with these prophecies of God is just going to give us this land if, you know, God came and gave them the land.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly. Maybe my expectations are too high for an all-powerful God. You know what? I bet they parked an iron chariot on the beach or something, so God just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Those unstoppable iron chariots. What can you do?
And then I also drew down some motions that go with it. But anyway, I think that's why I wasn't afraid.
So what you're saying is, if I got this right, your God is so big, so strong, and so mighty, there's nothing your God cannot do for you.
Yeah, I like that. Let me write that down. For you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But
except conquer the promised land. That they have to do themselves. Yes. And also apparently have babies with no foreskin. That's another thing you have to do yourself.
The secondhand embarrassment I would feel if I knew either one of these guys and knowing that they were putting this on YouTube. Oh my gosh.
I mean, the fact that you have to wear shirts telling people to laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That might be a clue that you might need better writers.
I mean, I
Maybe.
could see wearing one ironically, like the way Jay Leno's shows, for example, they'd have a sign that lit up whenever the audience was supposed to laugh. Like Jay Leno didn't actually need that, but the fact it was there, it was kind of funny, you know?
So we see so friends, we see in Numbers 13, we see these spies go into the land, and we see a bunch of them. They don't even stay there, even though this is the promised land that God has given them, because things seem so fearful. They lived in fear instead of faith.
And also, in what universe is a Law and Order episode a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Like I realize Claire over at Claire's View was just talking. It was on Monday because it was the Monday Mayhem show, about how a lot of people find true crime to be good bedtime story material because there's a happy ending. The killer gets caught, you know? And so it's soothing. There's a sense of justice and safety in the world. And I get that. But Law and Order is not that. It is not true crime.
No. Some of the episodes are kind of based on true things. There was one, and I can't remember what it was, but there was some legal case that happened. Oh, yeah, I do remember what it was. But basically, the writers for Law and Order said we would never have made this into an episode because it's too freaking stupid. Like, there's no way we would have done this. Because it's just too ridiculous.
As a general rule, I don't watch propaganda. I don't have any fucking interest. Like, I actually studied criminal justice as part of my pre-law program. I studied forensics. I can't watch police procedurals because they're so fucking stupid and so very wrong. Kind of infuriating. Like, I'll watch the really, really fictionalized ones, like Bones, for example, because it's
Bones
not
is the
really
only
a
one I like.
procedural. Like, first of all,
it's the only one I like.
the cast, the whole cast, hotties and amazing at what they do. But also, the sci-fi-ness of their research lab, like Angela with her fucking hologram table and shit. Amazing. I love it. I love every bit of it.
Yeah, I can fangirl out over Bones any day. I watched all 12 seasons, so like I have all 12 seasons. I will rewatch them occasionally. I went straight from watching Buffy to watching Angel to watching Bones, so I got the whole David Boreanaz arc all the way through.
Yeah,
I love.
I mean, they don't handle everything perfectly. Like they have one episode with a trans person that they do not do a good job with.
No, they don't.
It's pretty bad. Lily Alexander has a show about that, but never mind. As a general rule, though, it's a pretty enjoyable show. But the police procedural thing, no. I kind of wish back in the day, Hollywood producers would like consult experts and things when they made their show because they wanted it to be like somewhat realistic. We don't do that anymore. It's just when writers know a thing or two, they get overruled by the production team. They're like, no, let's do this instead because it's more dramatic. You know, it's fucking wild. But I digress.
Yeah. And here's the thing. They all saw the same thing, right? I mean, all 12 of them saw how big everyone was, how big it was. But there was 2 of them who realized something. And that.
Well, if you've been living off of magical crackers called manna for 40 years, you may have malnutrition. Possibly.
That was that God was bigger. And that's the big question when it comes down to fear is going, when we allow our struggles and our problems and our situations, when we allow them to appear bigger than God, then we give into fear. But when we remember that God is so big, so strong, and so mighty, then we don't have to be afraid.
I think we completely abandoned our premise of a Law and Order episode. Like, that's not how you do anything. But like, what the fuck? So we've got the flashcard. Fear is the opposite of faith, which that's not how that works either. Especially when you consider that those verses from the New Testament that, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Like, faith only works in the context of fear. Be afraid. Don't use your critical thinking. But never mind that.
The Bible contradicts itself?
No, that never happens. 2 Timothy 1:7. Let's look that one up real quick. 2 Timothy 1 1:7. Okay, what do we got here? All
hiccups. I don't know if you can hear the hiccups.
Just real quick, the NIV, I realize people have opinions about the NIV, but that's what came up first in my Google search, was for the Spirit of God gave us, does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. Let me try that in another version. Let me pull up Bible Gateway here, and we'll switch to possibly a more coherent version. What is the one that Lawrence always recommends? The NSRV, maybe? I wish these were in alphabetical order. Now I don't want the anglicized version. Where is it? I could just go to KJV since so many people seem to like that one. It's just there. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm probably crazy. It's fine. We'll just go with the Amplified Bible. Fuck it. So 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Spirit of God gave us, does not make us timid. Oh, for the Spirit God gave us. The Spirit, the S shouldn't be capitalized because it's not the Spirit of God. It's the Spirit God gave us. Does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. I feel like this needs some context, but whatever. Because, folks, we are at time. In fact, we are past time. We went overtime to give Kelly time to set up, and she has started her thing. So we're going to wrap up here. But yeah, do join us over at Kelly's. We have to get there the hard way. I think, yeah, Lil has relinked the link. So thank you all so much for joining, though. This actually was a surprising amount of fun. I'm going to try to make these more fun like this, but hopefully even better going forward. Yeah. But yes, thank you all so much for joining. And as always, remember, you don't have to literally suck God's metaphorical dick in your spy reports and things. What the fuck was that story? Because you are better than religion. Toodle. Thanks to all our patrons and top-level members for December. Miranda, Karen Butcher, Jessica the Transmetal Alchemist, Robin Webster, Maya Adkison, Jimmy Tux, Ian Chen, Lilith, Ember Lynn, The Barely Bearable Atheist, Eric Wander, Jason Jacoby, Lil of All Trades, Deviant Outcast, Kelly King, the Detroit Atheist Queen, The Mighty Filbert, Secular Feelinist, and Geo Sam. And you can add your name here next month by signing up at patreon.com/betterthanember, or by joining Emberships here on YouTube at the Cinder level, which includes all the custom emojis, tons of member-exclusive content, member-only live streams, and a bunch of other stuff. I deeply appreciate all the supporters who keep this channel going. Thank you so much. Because of you, we're building a wonderful community that I'm very proud of.
Just like a spark.